I'm Will, John's not here, that's the Xpeng shop, and this is ChinaDriven. So behind me is the P7 Performance Wing Edition. This is basically a performance P7 with these kind of scissor doors installed on the front doors. And it comes in this luminous green color option, which is only available for the Wing Edition. Let's go have a look. So this P7 Wing Edition in this lime green and the black kind of trim at the bottom with black multi-spoke wheels. Now it carries this X face, which is now carried across all models. Here's the new P5 and the recently updated G3i. But today we'll be focusing on this, the Performance Wing Edition. The P7 Performance starts at $53,000 and this Wing Edition is $64,000, meaning that those scissor doors will cost you an extra $11,000. You can also get this nice green paint if you so wish. LED light bar up here at the front is animated and actually does different things depending on what the car is doing. For example, if you put it into auto hold, it will slowly pulsate, and when you lock and unlock it, there is of course some animation. And then down here, this is where you will find the headlights. Induction tailgate and automatic opening, and this is the boot space inside. Goes back a fair way, and of course it's also got automatic closing. And again, this rear light bar will do different things and has a locking and unlocking animation. 2 charge points. One is for slow charge and the other side is for fast charge. The P7 Performance has an 80.9 kilowatt hour CATL NCM 811 battery pack, which can fast charge from 30-80% in about 35 minutes. Fully charged, the Performance models have a claimed 350-mile range on the NEDC, so take that with a grain of salt. This Xpeng P7 Performance, what kind of performance are we talking about? Well, it's got 430 horsepower and 655 Newton meters of torque. That means it will do the 0 to 62 mile-an-hour dash in 4.3 seconds and go on to a top speed of 105 miles an hour. It will come to a standstill from 62 miles an hour in 37 meters, which is not bad. So the Xpeng P7 Performance comes with these 10-spoke black alloy rims, and they are wrapped in 245/45 Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tyres all the way around. These are 19-inch rims and they look pretty good, especially in this darkened black. The 37-meter braking distance is helped by these Brembo brakes that the P7 Performance comes with as standard, just peeking out there behind the rims. Now this is not a light car and it weighs in just over 2 tonne at 2,060 kilograms. It's got all-wheel drive with the rear motor being more powerful than the front, so it has a bit of a rear bias if you like. I don't have the key, but these are pop-out handles and they do present themselves when you get close to the car. So this, you can use an NFC card to unlock the car here. You just press it up against there and you can use it as a key, as well as using the key or your mobile phone and the Xpeng app. Okay, so the doors are really easy. They're electronically operated and they close with a nice thunk. There we go. Now, on the inside, you have this kind of flat bottom steering wheel over here, the main infotainment screen, and behind it, a digital instrument panel. Now, these LED lights across here can of course change color, but you can also set them to do different things based on different scenarios. For example, you can have them pulsate along with the bass of the music playing, or you can set them so they get brighter the harder you accelerate. Now up here, the car is not on, are some little speakers, some little tweeters that will pop out and are also illuminated with LEDs. So these top models of the Xpeng P7 come with these Dyno Audio 18 speaker surround sound system. And to be honest, I think it sounds pretty good in here when the music is playing. So the entry-level P7 performance comes with Xpilot 2.5, and the mid-range, the top range, and let's call this the extra top range, the Wing Edition, all come with Xpilot 3.0. Now, we've done a video testing the NGP, and we will put it up there, and you can click on that and you can see how the Xpilot 3.0 navigation guidance pilot system works on the highway. Now, this here is the driver's seat, and you'll notice it's got quite a large headrest if you compare it to the passenger. And that's because in here are integrated speakers. And these speakers will relay information to the driver, such as GPS navigation. So if other people are listening to music, you'll get your GPS navigation without interrupting the music and interrupting other people inside. The other thing that the Xpeng does for its NGP, and in other situations on ICC as well, is this seatbelt, the driver's seatbelt, is actually an active kind of safety feature. This seatbelt will tug rapidly when it wants to alert the driver, maybe if you drive too close to something, or the NGP is turning off because you're coming off of the highway, or it senses that you're not paying attention. It will rapidly tug the driver to jump them awake, and I have to tell you, it works. Honestly, it scares the living shit out of me when it happens. Center armrest is kind of like a double opening. If you press the button here, it will open like that. And you can press on either side of the button to open one side or just to open the other side. Underneath here are some cup holders, a couple of cup holders. But as you can see, this shiny black trim just collects fingerprints. And underneath here is your induction phone charger. This is quite a large car, and there's plenty of room in the back here for passengers. And all the leather in here is Napa leather on these performance models. And in this particular one, it's got the contrast green stitching. Back here, you've got a double kind of sunroof that goes all the way back to behind the passenger's head, and it gives it a very airy feeling when you're driving about. It's actually quite comfortable in the back here. Like I said before, there's a lot of room back here. Saying that, you know, I'm not the tallest person in the world, so do bear that in mind. I'm only 5'7", and I think that's a bit of a stretch. So is $11,000 worth the scissor doors, or would you just stick with the normal performance model? The lime green definitely makes the P7 Wing Edition eye-catching, especially with those doors, and I guess that's all part of the fun. We'll have to do an in-depth review of one of these Wing Editions to show you all the ins and outs. Okay, so that's it. We'll be going back and we'll be looking at some of the other models there in the Xpeng store at a later date. Hit that like button, smash the subscribe, and I'll see you next time.